Listen, the single biggest reason the Chiefs have a real, unexpected advantage over Detroit this week is simple: health. That might sound basic, but it changes matchups across the board. The Lions are getting hit in their secondary and on the interior of their defensive line. And that gives Patrick Mahomes and this offense real openings if Kansas City executes. Detroit has multiple corners and safeties listed questionable or out. Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, two of their top defenders in the hull. Back are gimpy. Branch with an ankle, Joseph with a knee. Even if they suit up, they're not at 100%. Their nickel, Avante Maddox, is dealing with a hamstring and may not be fully sharp. On the D-line, Alum McNeil, a pressure presence, is out. That matters when you're trying to slow down an offensive line that's actually been trending up lately. Flip that to Kansas City. There are no question marks on the Chiefs report. Everybody who matters was a full go on Friday. That's massive. You can plan your week assuming your starters will play full snaps. You don't have to rotate guys in because of nagging injuries or short benches. That stability lets Andy Reid call for more aggressive looks, more motion, more deep shots. Exactly the kind of game plan that exposes a depleted secondary. What does that look like in practice? First, the Chiefs should be willing to attack vertically. If Detroit has to sit a corner or hide a safety, that opens seam windows for Travis Kelce and creates space for Xavier Worthy and Tyquan Thornton to stretch the field. Second, the offensive line, Kingsley, Jawan Taylor, Josh Simmons, has been improving. If those guys hold, Mahomes can sit back and take the shots the defense is giving him. The Chiefs don't just need to score, they need to hit 30+. That's the realistic target if you want to outscore Detroit's offense. This advantage isn't just about offense, though. It's also about how the Chiefs can plan defensively. With the Lions' injuries on the offensive line, Taylor Decker and his backup both questionable, Kansas City's front has a real chance to create pressure. Chris Jones isn't washed. He's still dominant enough to push the pocket and force Jared Goff into tighter windows. If you can generate a couple of timely pressures or a takeaway, the game swings. So here's where this game could really tilt, and it all comes down to execution. The Chiefs' offense has a golden opportunity this week, but only if they play clean and capitalize on Detroit's biggest weakness, that secondary. The Lions' corners are depleted, their safeties are limping, and even their nickel packages are thin. That's a recipe for Mahomes to finally open up the passing game, but only if Kansas City stays disciplined. We know Aiden Hutchinson is a monster off the edge. He's the one player who can blow up everything if you let him. So the offensive line, especially Jawan Taylor and rookie Josh Simmons, has to be locked in. The good news is both have shown improvement over the last few weeks. Kingsley's growth at guard has helped solidify the middle, and Creed Humphrey's leadership keeps this unit steady. If they give Mahomes time, the matchups favor Kansas City. Xavier Worthy is healthy and ready after limited practice time. Tyquan Thornton has been one of the most consistent downfield threats. You've also got Kelce and Juju Smith-Schuster, veterans who can punish soft zone coverage. Here's what I want to see. Andy Reid needs to be aggressive early. Test those corners with motion, play action, and a couple of deep shots in the first half. Make Detroit respect the speed, and then let the ground game and short passing game eat underneath. If the Lions play more zone to hide their injuries, that opens crossers and short yardage options all day. Remember, this game could be a shootout. Detroit is averaging over 35 points a game during their win streak. The Chiefs can't settle for field goals. They need touchdowns, probably 4 or 5 to win. Who's your offensive X factor this week? Worthy, Kelce, Pacheco, or someone else? Drop your pick in the comments. And while you're typing, do me a favor and subscribe. We're pushing for 5,000 subscribers, and hitting that button helps us drop deeper breakdowns before kickoff. Now the defense, this is the tougher assignment. Detroit's offense is legitimately elite. Jared Goff is playing like a top-tier game manager. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a matchup nightmare. Sam Laporta torches seams, and Jamison Williams can flip a game with one explosive play. Their running back duo with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery keeps defenses honest on early downs. That's a lot to account for. So what does Kansas City need? First, matchup discipline. Trent McDuffie needs to be a live wire in the slot, shadow St. Brown when necessary, and force Detroit to move the ball elsewhere. If Christian Fulton is available, give him rotation snaps and let Trent take more single coverage responsibilities. If Fulton isn't ready, give Noel Williams rookie exposure. His length and speed can help in nickel sets. Those small personnel shifts matter when Detroit has multiple ways to hurt you. Second, pressure without panic. Chris Jones still matters. When he wins his matchup, the pocket collapses and Goff becomes less comfortable throwing into tight windows. Rotational pressure from the edge and well-timed stunt looks will help, but you can't blitz recklessly against quick read concepts. Force Goff to hold the ball a beat longer and let the defensive line do the work. Third, takeaways and third down stops. Detroit doesn't turn the ball over a ton, but they will if you create chaos. Prioritize winning tackles, contesting catches over the middle, and keeping Williams in front of you. If the Chiefs can flip field position with a turnover or two, that offsets Detroit's scoring ability. Finally, limit explosive plays. Don't give up cheap touchdowns on blown leverage. Make them earn every yard and win the red zone battle. If you can do that, you've got a chance, because the Chiefs can score with Mahomes. Balance is everything. Make stops, generate a turnover, and let the offense capitalize. Special teams and discipline are the hidden game changers here. Harrison Butker has been solid this year, but in a loud Arrowhead environment, small mistakes matter. Communication on kick placement, kickoff coverage, and punt protection must be crisp. Tommy. Townsend's ability to pin the Lions deep could be a real weapon. Coverage units, especially on kickoffs, must tackle cleanly. Caliph Raymond can flip the field instantly if lanes are missed. Penalties are another area to watch. False starts, holding, defensive pass interference, those self-inflicted wounds have haunted Kansas City at times. Give Jared Goff free downs and he'll make you pay. Andy Reid and Dave Tubb will emphasize situational awareness all week, but this game will test composure, especially late. Momentum control matters too. A blocked punt, a long return, or a forced fumble on special teams can change the game in seconds. Guys like Shamari Connor and other coverage dudes can be the unsung heroes. So how does this all end? Put it together. Offense with space to operate, defense forcing a couple of stops, special teams avoiding mistakes. That's the path to victory. For stakes, this isn't just another early season game. A win pushes momentum into the heart of the schedule and eases pressure when Rashee Rice returns. A loss isn't panic, but it would make the road tougher and each subsequent game more critical. On the field, expect Reid to open the playbook a bit. Look for motion with Worthy or Sky Moore to create misdirection and some jet sweep or screen action to keep Detroit's linebackers honest. Kelsey should find more space against zone looks, and if Rashee Rice draws bracket coverage, that frees up targets across the formation. Defensively, Spagnuolo's group needs to bend but not break. Limit big plays, get off the field on third down, and win the red zone battle. If Chris Jones gets even one sack and the secondary forces a turnover, the Chiefs probably win. My call, this one's a heavyweight fight, but I'm leaning Kansas City. I'll say Chiefs 27, Lions 23. Close, physical, maybe a little ugly, but experience and composure win out at Arrowhead. A victory puts the Chiefs at 3-3 and gives a ton of confidence heading into the tougher stretch. A loss is a wake-up call, but far from season-ending. All right, drop your score prediction in the comments and tell me who your X Factor is this week. Want a deeper defensive film breakdown? Say the word and I'll do one next. And one more favor, if you like this kind of detailed Chiefs preview, smash that like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're pushing to 5,000 subscribers to keep bringing more breakdowns and pregame content for Chiefs Kingdom.